All right, and we're live. Hey, everybody, welcome in. We are so glad to see you, and I am so excited. We have something new and fresh and awesome for you guys. We've been hearing your feedback, we've been hearing what you want, and I know we're really excited about this today. We're instead of doing core fire, we're doing tone, strengthen, and flow. So we're really excited about this series where we're going to be targeting certain areas you want to work on to work those muscles to really flow through them. We're going to do the same setup with the warm up and with Shannon, the workout with me, and then the cool down, all targeting that one area. And today is those terrible spot so many of us hate is those inner and outer thighs. So I will put it over to Shannon and I hope you love it.
I'm going to start us right into our flow today. So if you'll, I invite you to join me standing. We're going to begin today with our feet hips width distance apart first, just to arrive. Taking a deep breath together. Inhale, reaching the arms up to the sky, reaching up. Exhale, drawing palms to heart center. Just bringing your mind and body into the same place. Bringing your mind into the present moment. And then from here, we're going to take one big step out to the right or the left, your choice. Heels are going to come in, toes are going to turn out. And we're going to do some goddess squats to begin. So inhale, reaching up. Exhale, sink those glutes down, coming into a squat. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, squat, keeping the core engaged. Inhale, reach. Exhale, drop. Continuing this for about 30 seconds. Maybe closing the eyes as you connect movement with breath. Breathing in as you reach up. Exhale, sinking down. Engaging your thighs here. Making it all turn on. 15 more seconds. Really sinking those glutes down. Reaching up. Taking 5 more of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. 5. Reaching up. Exhale, hinging from the hips. Toes turn in, heels turn out this time. Coming into our wide-legged forward fold here. Grabbing onto opposite elbow, swaying from left to right, right to left. Keeping a soft bend in the knees here. We're going to walk our palms over to our left foot and then sink our glutes down to meet our left heel. This is called Skandasana. We want our right toes flexing back up towards our face. It's going to be a pretty intense stretch, so just meeting yourself wherever you're at today. I like to have a slight bend in my right leg. And just taking a few deep breaths here, really sinking into the stretch. Our left foot is grounded into the floor. And then on an inhale, we're going to return back to center, sinking our glutes over to the right side this time, our right heel. Letting that right hip open as our left toes flex back towards our face. Breathing deep into the stretch. One of my favorite teachers always says the first few seconds of a pose is finding your edge and then learning how to soften into it with your breath. Taking 3 more deep breaths here. Awesome job. And then coming back to center, we're going to ground our right knee into the mat. Our left toes are flexing towards the wall in front of us. Inhale, reach those arms up to the sky, and then placing our left hand onto our left hip. Sparking those right fingertips up as we lean over to the left. Letting this side body stretch feel really good here. Here's your cue, taking those final 3 deep breaths. Seeing if your spine wants to stretch just a little bit deeper into this pose. Inhale takes you back up to center. Reach those fingertips up. And then grounding our right palm down into the mat. As we inhale, sparking our left fingertips up. And you have the option to stay here, or if you're coming with me, bringing our left arm by our left ear. Reaching out in opposite directions from our left heel to our right fingertips. Left fingertips, excuse me. Sorry about that. Deep breath. And then inhale, returning back to center, coming onto the other side. So we're going to ground our palms down. Simply just replace our left heel on the mat. Extend the right foot out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, right hand comes onto your right hip. Left fingertips reach up to the sky and reach over to the right side. Awesome job warming the body up. Finding your edge and softening into it. Here's your cue, taking those final 3 deep breaths. Maybe inviting a smile in. And then on exhale, we're going to ground our left palm into the mat, reach the right fingertips up towards the sky, and then dropping our right arm down by our right ear. Extending out in opposite directions here. Really feeling that right foot grounded into the mat. Inviting a slight heart opener if you can. 3 more deep breaths. Really reach here. And then on exhale, coming back to center. Pushing back onto your toes, re-arriving back into your standing position. And from here, Katie's gonna lead us into our toning and strengthening part of class.
Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're going to do just like we have been. We're going to do 50 seconds on and 10 seconds transition. And we're going to go through 9 moves. The first one is the most difficult. I'll walk you through each. If you're ready, I'm going to take over here and we'll get started. All right. So here we go. I'm going to set the timer and we're going to start standing and I'll show you which move we will start with first. I'm going to try not to yell. It's my thing. All right. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Standing. We're going to lunge back down to the side and then back down to the other. Okay. So these are called curtsy lunges. If you want to make this harder, what we're going to do is we're going to lunge up and then bring our foot up to the side, come back, lunge down, foot up to the side, keeping your foot sideways. So try to really squeeze your glutes, squeeze that outer thigh when you come up and bring that knee all the way to the ground. Keep going. We're going to go for the full 50 seconds here. Keeping that up. You only have 15 seconds left. Really squeezing. Come on, push it out. Whew. Push hard and we're going to be down on the ground after this. Here we go. Push. Whew. 3, 2, 1. Nice. All right. Down on the ground in tabletop. So here, I'll show you in 5 seconds. We're going to put one leg straight back out. And you'll start with me in 2, 1. We're going to bring it up. Come on over to the side. And we're going to bring a big arc all the way to the other side of our foot and all the way back to the side. Try to keep your hips straight here. Really over so you're not moving your hips and moving your body. I'll show you from the front. Keep going. Just one leg the whole time. All the way to the side, all the way back. See how my body is not moving here? I'm keeping my hips, my shoulder, my back really straight, and I'm really isolating those thigh movements, that glute, all the way around that glute, every little area we want it to target, right? Keep going. You have 10 seconds left. Push it out. Breathe. If you're really struggling, use that breath to push. Come on. 2, 1. Whew. Shake it out. Come back into child's pose if you need. Wiggle it around. We're doing the other side. Same thing, okay? Legs straight back. Other leg. And arch to one side and all the way to the side. Trying not to move those hips. If you can't come all the way to the side, just go as far out as you can without moving your hips here. You'll be able to practice this and do it more and more. A nice big rainbow with that foot. You've got it. Right up and over. If you would like, and to make it harder, try to arch and not rest your foot on the ground, just tap it and really come as close as you can to the ground, hold it, and just tap that toe as light as possible, like you're barely touching the water and making a nice little ripple without messing up the water surface. That makes it a lot harder. You've got this. Push it out. You only have 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo, shake that out, right? All right, we're gonna sit up on one side. We're gonna use our hand to brace us. And we're gonna put one foot underneath straight and the other one back. And we're gonna come on up with that leg. Okay, so the inner leg, put your hand straight up and you're gonna try to touch it and come as high as you can. Come on, just using that inner thigh. Here, make sure your inner thigh is pressed, your hip is pressed forward. You shouldn't be able to pick up your thigh very much the more forward you roll. So if you can roll all the way forward on that hip, you should barely be able to lift that thigh. That's it. If you can lift your thigh all the way here, you're using the front of your leg. Keep going. Come on. Try to use that side of that inner thigh there and barely be able to lift it, to squeeze and touch your hand as high as you possibly can. 2, 1. Woo! You got the movement now. We're moving to the other side. So bottom leg straight and your arm supporting you. The other leg is behind that leg. We're going to use our inner thigh. So roll forward and go. You've got it. Push it out. Woo. If you can get it really high, you're not forward enough on that hip. The more forward you are on that hip, the harder it's going to be. It's hard for me to talk and do it correctly at the same time. You've got it, guys. Come on. Really using that inner thigh here. You can really isolate it well if you make sure you're rolled forward. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but once you got it, you've isolated it. Perfect. You've got this. You only have 10 seconds left here. Come on. Squeeze that inner thigh to try to touch that hand. You've got it. My years and years ago of being a dancer is coming back to me now. 2, 1. Nice. Woo. All right. So here we're going to come into the side on our knee and have one leg out, hand on your hip. And we're going to lift that leg up, up, up. So here, I'm not touching the ground with that toe. Remember, I'm just gently tapping it and squeezing back and up with that outer thigh. You can squeeze it higher if you want. Just don't be moving that arm, that leg. If you want to make this more difficult, you can come up, bring it forward, tap, back up, bring it back, tap. We are barely touching the ground. We are not resting the foot on the ground and bouncing off. We are just touching the top of the ground like it's a beautiful lake of water and we don't want to make a ripple. Okay, keep going. You've got it. Woo. We only have 5 seconds left. Keep it up. 4, 3, 2, 1, and whew, that was good timing. I kind of guessed that one. Other side. Woo, shake it out. If those hips don't have much strength, this is getting real tough. Other side. You know this movement now. Hip straight out, and we can come up, up, just tapping, just barely tapping. So slowing it down when you get to that ground to make sure you're not bouncing off it. Once you get this movement, if you want to make it harder, come forward, tap, come back, tap, come forward, tap. Come on, you've got it. Make sure you're not bouncing off, just barely touching that ground. Makes it a lot harder. Only a few seconds left, holding those hips in place. You're using your other leg to hold your hips in place. So you're just using your leg to come up. One leg will be stronger than the other. You can push it out really hard on that weaker leg. Breathe through. Come on. This music is very interesting. 2, 1, and woo. Oh, goodness, that's tough. All right, let's come on up. We only have 2 left. This one's tough. We're going to come on a really wide stance. We're going to do plie squat pulses and go. So down, 2, 3, and up. Down, 2, 3, and up. Here, make sure you're tucking your hips under. And when you come down, you're really tucking those hips, pulling up. You're corkscrewing your legs. So pulling them in and around when you come up. Think about really corkscrewing when you come up. 1, 2, 3, and corkscrew in. That should really get your glutes activated. You've got it. Come on. If you want to make it harder, you can hold your hands over your head. Make sure your chest is up and you can get down. If you can't, just hold where you need to. You've got it. This one's tough. 5. Get down there. 3, 2, 1. Woo. Last one. All right. Let's get down on our back. All the way. We're going to do glute bridges in a frog position. So feet together and squeeze in a glute bridge. Hold it and slowly lower. And come on up. Hold as long as you can. Slowly lower. Here, remember, our feet are together. So wherever's comfortable for your body positioning, that's where you want to hold it. The hard part is squeezing as tight as you can and slowly lowering. That's going to make it tough. You've got it. If this is really tough for you, you can always have your legs wide and do glute bridges, but this is really going to help you if you can get this movement in. Come on, squeeze and slowly lower. This is the last one. Squeezing your muscles as tight as you possibly can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! That's it. All right. Oh, good one, guys. I need that cool down with Shannon now. Let me bring her back in here. All right.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Thank you, Katie. That was awesome. So we're going to come into our cat-cow pose for just a few moments, checking to make sure that our hips are stacked directly on top of our knees, that our shoulders are stacked directly on top of our wrists. This is very important. As we drop our belly, gaze lifts, coming into our cow. Inhale here. Exhale, belly draws the spine, pressing the ground away, taking our cat pose. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Taking that about 10 times, when the shoulders draw back. Exhale, pressing the ground away. Three more times at your own pace. And then meeting me in a neutral tabletop. We're going to extend our right leg back, right toes flex back towards your face. Really feeling the stretch here. Option to extend the left arm. Feeling the body stretch out in opposite directions. Taking 3 deep breaths here. And then on your final exhale, returning back to your tabletop, going on the other side. This time left leg extends back, left toes flex back towards your face. Beautiful job. And then extending that right arm out. Taking 3 deep breaths here. Exhale, lowering, coming directly onto our backs. Grabbing onto the arches of our foot. I like to grab onto the inside of my foot here. Coming into happy baby. Our ankles are stacking directly on top of our knees as we pull our feet towards our chest. Trying to get our spine fully grounded onto the mat as we pull down. Rocking back and forth. Extending one leg straight. And then the other. Repeating that a few more times. Letting this feel really good this evening. And then when you're ready, grounding the feet back onto your mat, taking a brief figure four as we reach our right leg up towards the sky, crossing our ankle over our left knee. Option one is to stay here. Option two is going to be to grab behind your left leg, pulling it in. Option three, if you're looking for a little bit more gently, placing your right palm on the inside of your right thigh, pressing it away. Beautiful job. Taking 3 deep breaths. Exhale, grounding that left foot back onto the mat, reaching the right leg up towards the sky, placing it back down, coming onto your left side. As you inhale, left leg reaches up, crossing your ankle. And then taking any variation that feels good to you, being aware and being kind to yourself that each side is different. One side is going to be more flexible than the other. Just meeting yourself wherever you're at. Three more deep breaths. At the end of your exhale, grounding your right foot back up, extending the left leg up to the sky for just a beat. As you lower it down onto your mat, extending both legs out. Allowing the toes to flop open, palms face up towards the sky. Relaxing here for just a few moments. Thanking your body, thanking yourself for showing up. Slowly beginning to re-invite some movement after that brief shavasana. As we press ourselves out to a comfortable seated position, however you'd like to be there, closing the same way that we began, with one breath together. Inhale, we reach our arms up, reaching up. Exhale, palms come to heart center. And fluttering the eyes open if they're not so already.
Oh man, I think the hardest part of those workouts is getting up after that cool down. It's so good. I don't know how you guys feel, but I just want to lay there forever. I'm like, okay, I'm good. So thank you, Shannon. That was
Thank you,
awesome.
Katie.
Hopefully you guys like the workout. Yeah, I totally enjoyed the warm up and the cool down were perfect for me, both before and after a workout like that. I hope you all enjoyed it just as much. We've been seeing the comments. We see you there. Thank you guys for doing these workouts and letting us know what you like and what you don't. We really appreciate you. We really appreciate you guys coming. And don't forget to check out Shannon and Jade's page at Cacao Conscious. It's super awesome, both on Facebook and on Instagram. They give some really great content. I'm a huge fan, most obviously, and I hope you guys are too. And if you want any more workouts after your most awesome flows and yoga and meditation and all that great stuff, you can hop on over to my channel at Coach Katie Fitness. I do that there just for you guys to have fun. Let me know what you want. Let us know what you want, and we will do more things like this. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Thank you all. Have a wonderful evening.
All right. We'll see you guys next time.
See you next time.